boxing with niggas is gone. I done elevated. Niggas don't get boxing. Hey, listen, they don't get it. This man was trying to argue Shakur not gonna get paydays when he's not done boxing. He's gonna usurp and be better because he was better in the amateurs. It's the cream will always rise to the top. And when he goes back and watches that interview, he's gonna see like, damn, I didn't know what I was talking about. He never had a brand. Devin Haney never had a brand. That's what I be saying. Like, how is you talking about you branded? Yeah, he got the big fights from being an independent contractor and negotiating and saying and networking it through a promotional company. Now he needs to be under a sole promotional company because nobody wants to independently do any business with the Haneys because their business numbers were low from jump. So what brand did he have? Niggas is hypnotized by foolishness on TV. That's what it is. See, I don't be watching that shit. Y'all be watching it. Y'all be watching TV, so y'all the first thing y'all go to is the TV. Or hold on, let me bring up when they said, man, I don't give a fuck what they said. I could care less what cousin said. I don't care what they be talking about on these TVs. They don't be knowing boxing. They be having narratives and making up shit that don't even be happening, bro. Just a minute ago, Matthias is this and Matthias was that. Man, the nigga got out there and got his pack busted down. Like I said he was. They was trying to brand a dark-skinned Spanish-speaking guy with blonde hair. Listen, my brother used to tell me about that shit. Man, you should make your beard. Man, for fucking what? Nigga, either you could fight or you can't. Nigga, he ain't go to no Olympics. He ain't go to no amateurs. Like, you gotta know what you talking about, bro. You don't know what you talking about. Talking about he trying to figure this. Niggas is in the chat, stupid. They don't watch boxing. They don't know boxing like they think they do. They think they really know it, but they have no idea. That's not how, like, just like my nigga Aaron was screaming, like, you know, amateurs get first dibs. But why Shakur ain't getting it? Because Top Rank got rules for black fighters. You didn't know that shit? Floyd came out of the Olympics. Why he wasn't getting what he wanted? Am I making shit up? He got independent once his name got out there. Devin Haney got his name out there the wrong way. Your brand was already trash. You didn't build it off your skills. You build it off mouth. Fuck is you talking about? I keep saying it. And he told me, well, talk about his let's talk about his brand. Yeah, well, listen, we want to talk about it, let's talk about it. He never had a legitimate brand. He never had a legitimate brand. That's why he went to Mexico. Nigga had mad amateurs. Why are you in Mexico? It's not a legit brand, bro. Be mad at your mama. He never had the legit brand. He never had the. It's crazy. Hit the cash app. We were just on Norbs. Like niggas gotta understand boxing. Like you gotta understand how boxing works. You saying what somebody had, and I'm telling you that was fictitious. You thought it was a brand. It wasn't. If it was, he would have been making crazy Roy Jones numbers. He wasn't. You ain't got no network trying to buy Devin. He working independently. They wasn't he never had no legitimate brand like that because he didn't brand himself by off his skill set. His daddy was talking. So that's why when we get to talking about, hey bro, he need a real promoter. He got Bill. That's not a real promoter. What is you talking about, bro? It's not no real promoter on paper. It's not a Lou DeBella. That's a nigga running his mouth who don't know nothing. Nigga who messing up the bag. Yeah, like y'all niggas don't know boxing, man. My nigga Norbs is cool. I love him to death. But you don't be knowing boxing. Niggas don't know boxing like they think they know it. Like you don't know it like that. Nigga, I know what Eddie Hearn told him. You not worth that bread. Fuck. You not worth that bread. He told him you wasn't worth that bread. I'll let the background be white. I don't care. Fading in old school. What Eddie Hearn telling VJ? Cause now people are gonna really see who's worth what. Bob Arum is basically saying I can't afford Shakur. So that's what he's saying. You got to do your own thing. I can't afford you. I can't afford you, buddy. You got to do it on your own. That's what he's saying. That's basically what's going on now. I can't afford you. You worth too much. You cost too much. He's saying you cost too much. You cost too much now, blood. We can't afford that. We can't afford you, Shakur. You definitely got to be independent. You cost too much now. He already got a name. Why is there so much light in the background when it ain't even no light? Sheesh. Like I don't know why the light hitting that joint like that. But yeah, like that's why he's saying like you not worth that bread like that. You gotta chill out, buddy. I can't afford that I don't pay that much on these black guys. You got to be independent. Do your Al Heyman thing. Do that. Get that going. Watch out. What you want? Yeah, I don't, I can't. These guys don't understand boxing like they think they do. And he on there, why Devin Haney suing him because his brand take a hit. Listen, bro. Nobody wanted you anyway. That's why you were independent. You know why nobody wanted you? Because you didn't come out the amateurs. You wasn't a high touted amateur in the elite men division. Because he's still suspended by the commission for getting his pack busted. What does you mean, sirs? What would you mean by saying that? Clearly he took damage. Of course he took damage. It was a fight. He took major damage. He took major damage. So if you take major damage, man, these niggas. You take major damage, you're not gonna be hurt. You found your way in the game on the independent side. You start paying promotional companies for belts. I know it's a sanctioning company. Hey, listen, we need that belt. We'll pay for it. Lomachenko didn't want to work with him until he was worth the money. He got worth the money and got beat. Lomachenko's about to get a big payday with Tank. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Shakur's gonna get one. Devin Haney, listen, bro, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, it's a wrap. Nobody wants to promote him. Nobody wants to, even if he was a part of a promotional company, Devin Haney would have a hard time beating some of the guys under the Golden Boy, Top Rank, all them guys. Why you think he ain't getting that Sandor work? I said we all said he was never gonna get that Sandor Martin work. We knew that. I don't even know why we gotta pretend like we didn't. He was never gonna get the work. Told you that. He wasn't gonna get it. What work? Signed the contract for nothing. I'll come back in 2 years. Listen, you're gonna come back in 2 years and still get your ass beat. What do that mean? You gonna come back in 2 years? Somebody still gonna bust you down like a loose leaf Philly. It's not gonna matter. Your dad's still gonna be your coach. You're not gonna learn what you need to learn because you already delusional. It's a fact. You're trying to do everything but fight, and this is why I be saying what I be saying. Cause these niggas can't fight. They was doing everything but scrapping. They posting sparring and doing all that. What are you doing? What are you doing, blood? Posting you sparring weak ass niggas. Man, y'all act like you see y'all act like y'all don't remember that. Y'all was delusional with that shit. I used to be lucky. Just type it in, Devin Haney sparring. Sparring nobody. And he walking around like he whooping somebody. Man, y'all niggas is tripping. Y'all act like y'all didn't see that though. That's the crazy part. If y'all niggas gonna act like y'all didn't see that. Y'all really acting like y'all didn't see that. All in the Roy Jones gym, all in these gyms, sparring nobody. Got in there with Tank and almost got it and got played with. That made it worse. It made everything worse. He never took you serious. He never took you serious, blood. He never took you serious, my G. Like, what brand did you have? You tried to brand yourself through YouTube. Man, that this all of that is just cap, dog. It don't work like that. Boxing just does not work like that. Your brand mean what you was did in the amateurs. That's your brand. And everybody know that. But the guys who never box, they don't know that. His brand was never built off legitimacy. You know how? Because if it was, he would have been known as the guy in the amateurs for doing it. He never fought in the elite men's. That's what would be wrong with some of these Ohio fighters and these guys. They be getting up out of them amateurs. They don't be trying to get in them Olympics. They don't be trying to. Because it be grown men in there. And then them same grown men get in the pros. Niggas be trying to get a jump start on the professional shit. Niggas don't really get that. So I get it. Cause they think they know boxing, but then when you explain it to them, like, bro, you don't get how your brand is built in boxing. Your brand is built in the amateurs for real. Your brand is not built on YouTube. That's fake shit. And if you in the pros, your brand is built in the pros by being hard nosed like Marvin Hagler. Like, these niggas is not built in that. There's no way they're building that. Niggas is posting themselves sparring weak ass niggas. Stop it, bud. Stop it. Just stop. Like, why y'all acting like that shit didn't happen? Why y'all acting like that wasn't a thing, man? Go up on there and look up Devin Haney sparring. And watch all them weak ass niggas he was sparring. Posting it, trying to promote himself. That's how it lived. They did that shit with my man Samir. They did that with him. Trying to post only what they did. That shit is weak, blood. That's not a real. How you think that's a brand? That ain't no brand, bro. That's not how branding works. Nigga, if you was doing that, why didn't you do it in the amateurs? Yeah, the niggas in the amateurs is the niggas he gotta see now in the pros. The Richard Hitchinsons. And them is the niggas he was supposed to be in the amateurs with. He was supposed to be in the amateurs with Shakur and them. Them niggas is the niggas who the real pros now. Them the niggas who came up the hard way. They ain't try to skip the line. You ain't never heard about Devin working with them for real. That's what I'm saying, yo. It's just clown talk over and over. And it's like, damn, like these niggas really don't know how boxing work. Like, you don't. Your brand never was never a legitimate brand, and you talking about it took a hit. Nigga, it took a hit in the amateurs from jump. You were trying to market a classical boxing style without a promoter. It doesn't work like that. Cause soon as you take a loss, you're gonna need a promoter. It's common sense. Your numbers were already low. That's why it's good having a promoter. When you a boxer, you don't have no knockout power. Like, why are we here watching you? You're garbage for real. Like, it's just the facts of the matter. It ain't got nothing to do with hate, none of that. It's just a fact of the matter. You weren't Hemothy in the amateurs. You was not. So how was you gonna come to the pros and eventually keep it up when them same amateurs who was trying to go to the Olympics, winning national stage, they gonna turn pro and then they gonna get clout, they gonna get and then they gonna be actually fighting, doing all of that. They ain't posting all the sparring and doing all of that. And then they get in the real scraps and then they get a title, now they in position. And that's why when they be in these positions and Floyd open his mouth, don't nobody say nothing. You can't. He was an Olympian and he made it. He was one of the best that did it. Why you think Tim Bradley never got his ass in there with him? And Sean Porter talking about they would never make that fight with Floyd. That's what Maidana was, but you wasn't about to do that shit Maidana was doing. You know why? Because your daddy can't make you do that. You have to have a real coach like Robert Garcia. And those are facts. You have to understand how to use the jab, actually. You have to understand those things. And then Devin Haney thought he was going to stay on the top level without understanding the fundamental principles of boxing. Yo, yo, yo. We back. Hey, shout out to Sterling Rowland. Shout out to my man Rowe. What y'all talking about? It says salute Hamza was good blood. Why isn't Bill saying everything? But no, we already read that. My man VJ. Right. So how did his so-called brand take a hit when he was never the guy, he's hype job who was riding this way? Yo, yo, my bad. Folks calling me. My bad. The folks is calling me every time. Loma Stanko on November 24th, Liam Smith and Josh Kelly. I got Liam Smith. AJ and Daniel Dubois said, listen, Usyk a hoe. Well, see, that's why Usyk knew Usyk done. Usyk is done. Just to remind you, he vacated the IBF, so Tyson Fury can't get his undisputed. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Clowns. John, I don't see who a hype job could be an undisputed champion. Listen, was he the best in the amateurs? So y'all not gonna get it because we was talking about. I'm gonna just re-say it again. He wasn't the best in the amateurs. That's why he left the amateurs early, and now he's done at the tender age. It don't matter what he do and when he come back. He not gonna be able to get it back. I'm not talking about he. I'm talking about how he got to the hype. He got to it in the wrong way, and we already established that. We literally established it. That's not how you get to the hype. It's not how you get to the money, and that's why his pack is busted. His pack is busted because he did it the wrong way, and that's why his brand. They claiming his brand is taking a hit. He never had a legitimate brand. Nobody in real life, listen, if even if he had a promoter, that's why he didn't want one. Because it's hard to move up in a promotional company when you didn't do shit in the amateurs. How you that's why he had to go independent. It's just common sense. When you come out of the amateurs, you automatically get that bread from a promotional company. So you can get moved the right way. Once you get your name, now I'm done with you. I need to be independent. Devin tried to do it the other way, and it doesn't work that way. Because when you get your ass beat from taking punches, because now the guys you avoided in the amateurs, the Shakur Stevensons, how old is Devin Haney? They all around the same age. No, you don't. Once you get to professional boxing, I'm gonna read what John Henrik said because he in his feelings. Let's bust his pack. You said amateurs don't matter. You said boxers have to relearn everything when you turn professional. Thanks for saying that for me. That is the actual fact. So what does that have to do in anything? What that doesn't have to do any your branding. That has to do with your skill set. I actually said that on Norb shit. I said y'all don't understand how the skill set matches up with the pay. Skills pay the bills. So in the amateurs, if you didn't even learn how to be a good amateur. So that's how I'm gonna bust your fucking pack. You didn't even learn how to be a good amateur and then have to relearn the pros with some of the fundamentals you learned in the amateurs. You never fought as a grown man in the Amis. You got up out of there. So when you got up out of there early, you came to the pros and your daddy never was in the pros. So what did you learn? You didn't relearn shit. You did the whole shit wrong. I keep saying it. And Norbs is on here saying Shakur didn't get the paydays. Hey, their careers are not over. Devin Haney probably made more than Loma off on the front end. But when your career is cut short because you was bullshitting with it, you don't know how it really works. You were believing the hype that you really didn't have. Talking about his brand is taking a hit. No, it's not. He's been brought to reality. He was in his emotions and he was married. It's like when females, I'm a 10. No, you're not. You not understanding what I'm saying. You came in late. I'm going to say it again because I know niggas can't hear me when I talk. Once you get promoted and you get a name, then you go independent. You come in the game independent off rip is because you don't have a promoter because you didn't do shit in the amateurs. You were avoiding the amateurs because in the amateurs, the promoters are looking at the amateurs landscape, seeing who's the best because that's who's gonna make the most money in the long run. That's how boxing works. Devin Haney's already done. He's done. He on here trying to argue that Shakur's made more money. Listen, blood. One tank payday, it's over with. Now what? His career. Shakur's net worth is this. Yes, they're not done boxing. But Devin seems to be done already. He's already taken 2 years off. 1 year off. He not mentally ready. Listen, you never was mentally. I came on the John and said, listen, the fact that you want to talk is mental. He was never mentally ready. He said, how? I said, due to the people he chose to fight, and because every fight in boxing is about skill, and every fight he was telling everybody he too small. He was in the wrong mentality from jump. I said that. He didn't even get it. Norbs didn't even get it. He was like, that's a good point. I never thought of it. I know you didn't think about it like that. You didn't box. Yeah, it's done. I be telling y'all, some people in boxing for clout and to get money and to do certain things and then be done. Some people is in it for real legacy. Like I'm telling you, they gonna start upping the ante on them Hall of Fame rules. And listen, niggas gonna blow that shit out the water. That undisputed. Once they seen how it's done, they gonna blow that shit out. Niggas gonna be three. Terrence Crawford about to be 3 times undisputed for real. So at the end of the day, everything has been done. Then and that's why Floyd be asking, who did you beat? Who did you really beat out here? Who did you beat? I beat 23 world champions. Manny Pacquiao beat 22. You know, like that's why they having that list now. Oh, you was undisputed. Oh, that's a money thing. That's how they gonna be putting it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, buddy. Levels must go up. So it's like he was a great overachiever, with the skill set he had, but in the reality of the boxing world, the reality of boxing, he didn't have the skills for real. If he did, it would have showed in the amateurs. We never seen it in the amateurs because he never competed in the elite men's. He got up out of there. That's what a lot of them Ohio niggas was doing too. Getting up out of there. I get it. Do your pro thing. I get it. Do it. But you gotta have longevity. You gotta have longevity. And if you're gonna really get in the pros, as we seen, you gotta get in there early. 15, 16. So you can build your career off how to become a actual pro. And then it's not gonna matter if a nigga went to the Olympics or not. Cause you a pro. You've been a pro. You've been doing pro shit since the teenage years. If you go to the amateurs, you're gonna need a promoter to get your name out of there because nobody really watches the amateurs. On It's not on TV like that. Once they build you up as being one of the best, then when your contract is up, you do not renegotiate. You go independent. Exceptions don't make the rule. I just explained it to you how it's done from the things that are actually happen in boxing. Hit the cash app. I just explained it to you. I know you act like you didn't hear it, but it definitely were. Devin Haney rushed to work. That's all that was. If you were really good, you would have been good in the amateurs. Just a fact. He around the Richard, him and all of them is around the same age, bro. Like they got out to amateurs early. They not like De La Hoya. Like they not like these guys. This is not the same type of boxing. This is why boxing is looking the way it's looking. These guys wasn't the best in the amateurs, and then they coming out early, trying to get a jump start while the landscape is clear. And then as soon as these guys get out to amateurs, that's when they gotta be done. We seeing it. Unless you got that tank power and you got that equalizer. We see Shakur still about to be, Shakur gonna be working for a long time. And Devin already talking about he done, he solidified, he this, he that. Yeah, we knew you was done. I knew it. I was saying it with Triple G. Man, that nigga ain't trying to fight nobody. He trying to get some paydays. So I was trying to tell that to my man Norby, but niggas don't get it. They be trying to argue a narrative and a point, and that shit don't gonna work with me when I'm in your channel. It's just not gonna work for the simple fact that I'm gonna just talk to you about the facts of boxing. Amis prepares you for a pro level. It really depends on who was coaching you in the amateurs. It depends on who was coaching you in the amateurs for real. It really does. It really does. Because you can have a certain amount of amateurs. This is the thing. It's not how many amateurs you need, it's how far did you go in the amateurs as an adult in the men's division. That's what matters in the amateurs. You have to be competing on that high level in the elite men's division. If you skip that, you're not you're gonna run into them same grown men in the pros when you get to a certain level. And then that's when you're gonna see that they whatchamacallit is falling. That's when you're gonna see it. They skill set. You're gonna see that their skill set is falling. It's not the same. Listen, that's what I be saying. You can't even say that. Yeah, if he dies, we gonna kill him, man. All right. Hey, listen, he gotta take a break. He took punishment to his little frail body. And then that's the thing. Everybody think because they walk around at 160. No, you're fat. You're fat. You're not eating right all the day. You're not living. This is why I be saying I'm. It's hard for me to teach boxing and train people because you got to be willing to live it. It has to be like your job. It don't has to be like. It has to be taken serious, as serious as the life. You just want to basically get in there. You just want to have a regimen. Eventually, you have to overcome adversity like Floyd. That means getting yourself out of a bad situation and fight. Yeah, people don't want to do that. People don't want to do that. They don't want to get themselves out of situations. That's why every fight he was in, he was talking about somebody was too small. They saying Dev fought the wrong fight. Like, what are you talking about? That was the only fight he was supposed to fight. Like, what other fight was he supposed to get? Yeah, they both done. They super. They both done. They're both finished, buddy. Boxing is so technical, blood. People don't even understand the business is technical. They just thinking you could do it any way you want to. They just think you could do it any way you want to. You can see they don't know it. It's obvious. You really do, dog. You need to really be watching your diet, no drinking, no junk candy. Like I be seeing this shit, I be like, man, that is crazy. Like how you expect your body to be doing anything and you don't even know how to feed it. Like this be the difference between understanding that health is wealth, and then when you just got money, like go get me a steak, like blood. What? What? Why would you do such a thing? Excuse me. That cayenne pepper. Long live Dr. Sadie. But yeah, man, it's first of all, hit that Cash App. Shout out to my man Sterling Rowe for hitting that Cash App. Make sure we ain't skipping no comment. Bless you, blood. Thank you, blood. Appreciate you. Yeah. So like, I'm just thinking to myself, what are people watching, and do they not understand the acumen of boxing? And your brand is only built through the amateurs. Exactly. Milo TV. AB is prime example. Didn't take his diet serious, and he's paying the price now. Listen, the diet is food for thought and food for body. Quiz. Before IG losses used to make you come back stronger and really take each fight to learn for better. Floyd was peaking by his 40s in intelligence. He was like Shao Han, collecting souls and data. Pause. Facts. Pause. Because now, like, Ryan Garcia is made a song off the John. Smoking on that Haney pack. That didn't help the situation. And it's sad now because you seeing how boxing gonna turn out. Listen, the cream, pause, rises to the top. No matter what you do. And you could argue he ain't getting to pay that blood. He done boxing. My nigga, Mr. Haney is done. Bet that up. He's finished with it. He was never trying to get no work with Sandor. Never. That was never a thing. He seen how he had Tiafimo in there. So he was about to get in there with him. Stop the cap. Stop it. It's cap. We both know it. It's cap. He wasn't about to get in there with him. No way, no how he was. No, he not. You don't know boxing. The punishment he took in the fight, the commission has not even let him spar yet. That shit happened 420. It's been nine. That's May 20 is 1 month. June 20 is two. July 20. We ain't even 2 months off the fight. You're not in the lab doing nothing. If it was, he wouldn't be fat. You just talking. Hey, listen, you need a timeout for that cat. You need a timeout for that. 5 minutes. You lying. Just gotta stop the cap. Gotta stop it, buddy. It's not. It doesn't look good. That man is not doing none of that because the commission doesn't allow that. And that's what I be saying. Knowing boxing, you gotta know it. You're just talking. You're just yapping. Cause that wasn't. That made no sense. What he gonna be in the lab doing? He just scrapped. He not even mentally ready to get with Sandor. So that was just you just listen. This shit is crazy. He was in the lab doing what? He not getting no Sandor work. So what lab was he in? He literally just said he not mentally ready. Yeah, because he gonna get that ass beat again. Remember how he was talking about Ryan wasn't mentally ready? I don't think Ryan's taking his fight serious. Listen, blood, they got you. They got you, my G. They got you. They pulled that wool. They pulled that wool out on you. They pulled that wool out. You was talking about how you ain't think Ryan was taking it serious. And now you can't even be taken serious. Everybody is mad at you because it's like, blood, you could have just rematched him. Everybody knows that. You got in there and said, I don't think he deserves a rematch. And then this is the crazy part. Nobody's telling him he bugging. Nobody telling him, hey, blood, you bugging for real. It can't go like that, my G. You bugging. That's not how it works, my guy. You gotta stop bugging out. It doesn't go like that. Listen, my guy, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. It says Haney will be fine. He will come back strong. He won't. Bro, what the fuck is y'all? You need a timeout too for 5 minutes. Y'all niggas is bugging. How he gonna come back strong and they literally have a fight for him and he don't even want to fight? They got Ryan the same way they got Shane Mosley. Hey, that's what Shane said. That's what Shane said. Haney thinks he should be getting more than 1.5 fight for Sandor, so he dropped the belt and the fight. Hey, listen, he never was gonna get that because he not worth nothing more than that. The only reason he got what he got is because he was fighting Ryan. When Dev, my man Chris Smith said, when Dev returns from his status, he will be devastating. No, he won't. He won't. He could have returned versus Sandor. Dev really got to rebuild his style for real if he can come back and complete with B to C level, but on the A level, it's all bad for him. He needs defense. He doesn't have it. Listen, he didn't have it in the amateurs. Like he doesn't have it. He was an overachiever. They worked, they had a great game plan. They had a great one. But those things are up. It's over now. It didn't last that long. It didn't last that long. It didn't last long at all. Eddie Hearn said that he offered Haney a unification against dude who beat Matias, and Eddie said Devin never got back to him about it. Yeah, the dude who Liam Perro, man, he'll stop Devin. Hey, blood, I don't know. Victor Conti, he was taking creams for Victor Conti, and then they said he was on EPO. You got to go to Shane's podcast. He the one said the same thing. You literally have to change and improve your defense, head movement, and offense selection, or it will be repetitious pack busting. You must evolve in fighting. Facts. See, Quiz. He's not gonna evolve because he's blaming it on everything but the skills. It is what it is. Exactly. Exactly, dog. Exactly. Perro will knock you out. He gonna knock out Devin, blood. Yeah, stop him. So you gotta boxing. Y'all think boxing? I know y'all thought boxing was one way, but y'all starting to see real boxing. Y'all starting to see back in that golden age. It's about longevity, and that's why Norris had no argument because he talking about what Cuz haven't done thus far. He said to this point, yeah, to this point, Shakur doesn't have what Devin has, but Devin is done. He's done. Then he told me, so when he gonna fight these guys? Bro, who even cares? He has a belt. Tank wants to be undisputed. He's gonna get the fight. Period. It's that simple. It's all about fun. The crazy part is nobody understands how the laws of boxing work, and they thinking they just doing what they want. Boxing works a certain way. I kept saying it. You come out of them Emmys, get your promoter. Once you get big enough for the promote, bigger than the promoter, you don't re-sign your contract. You mind your business. You get off and start doing your own fizzies. You don't need the promoter now. You got your own John. You can keep fighting in your home state until it's ran dry. They will come eventually. Anything else, if you come in and you wasn't the best in the Emmys and you skipping around, fighting, going up and down and way, man, I see that. I used to really try to tell y'all this stuff with Triple G and certain fighters, but y'all just you would not listen. They all be doing this foolishness. They done doing it now because they fixing it. No rehydration clauses. We doing this. We doing that. Man, hit the Cash App. Freddie the Joke, Coach Roach. He's scared to approach. HBO used to always make suspectability a part of being fan friendly, Dev a part of that crowd until ain't he'll have to take some to give it until he calls Floyd and ditches Pops. Facts. Freddie cannot save you. Freddie Roach ain't about to do nothing with you, bro. You tripping. Why even go to Freddie? Because you're not really trying to do nothing for real. Acting like it ain't more coaches than Freddie Roach. Like, what are you doing? Bro, that don't even make no sense. Devin Haney, there's no way he's training with Freddie Roach. Y'all just talking. I'm not even going to believe that. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy to me. That cannot be a thing. There's no way that can be a thing. Oh, yeah, that plantain ready. That is not a thing, buddy. You got to be just yapping with that. There's no way that Devin Haney is being trained by anybody named Freddie Roach. That has to be some type of cap. It definitely has to be a lot of cappy. Because that doesn't make sense in no world. What is Freddie Roach going to do with Devin Haney? Devin Haney needs defense. Enzo Calzaghe never boxed. Why do y'all say it's necessary for your coach to have boxed? Virgil Hunter never boxed professionally. I don't understand the assertion. You don't understand it because you're trying to gratify. You explain this to me. Your exceptions don't make the rule. Exceptions don't make. You just named 4 or 5 coaches. That's not how boxing works. You don't go to somebody who never did something and think you're going to be the best at it. Explain to me how that works. Chris Smith, explain to me how that works. Explain to me how NBA players is learning basketball from non-NBA players. It doesn't work like that. Explain to me how you learn bowling from somebody who never bowled. Explain how you learn painting from somebody who never painted. Explain it, Chris. And that's why these niggas get beat up in there. That's why they done. Their careers is cut short. It doesn't go like that in none of them. It doesn't go like, but the sport where you can get your ass killed at, that's a, you know, it could work. Man, shut up. Hey, blood, what are you talking about, Smith? Nobody cares about if you don't know what you're doing. We don't give a fuck what color you is. Get your ass up out of there. We don't have prejudice over here. You're just talking. You're the one thinking about that. We don't even have that over here. So you just talking. I don't care who you is. If you ain't boxed before, get your ass up out of here. That's why your son retired. Nigga, any coach who ain't boxed before, hey, blood, what are you talking about? How do you know how to protect the body from a body shot? Chris Smith, do you box? Do your coaches box? What are you here for? This is a real boxing channel. We talk about real boxing facts. We don't do the hypothetical boxing. Your coach can do it and he ain't never did. We don't do that over here on this page. We know exceptions don't make the rules over here, buddy. We know that. We don't even count those things. The moment you can name 2 or 3 boxers, coaches, you already fall. Because it's about the majority. See, that's that delusion these niggas be living in. They female delusions, dog. That's them that's them delusions, bro. There they go. Y'all hearing them. Talking about that possibility. It doesn't work like that. Believe what you want. I'm telling you, it don't work like that. Take it from somebody who did it. the moment the moment you don't want to take it from somebody who did it, you and your emotions about it. I don't have to be in my emotions. I did the shit. Y'all niggas be living in that. No, listen, you fucking drunk. You gotta go on timeout for 24 hours. No, first we gonna bust your pack with what you said. You said you have a lot of facts and I respect it, but everything you say isn't true. Facts are true. That's why they're facts. Hey, blood, what the bro? You're done. You done. Fuck out of here, bro. Come back tomorrow. You and your emotions about niggas. Like, what is you talking about, bro? Everything I say is facts, but it's not true. Man, you are delusional, my nigga. You tripping. You tripping. A fact is a true statement. That's why it's a fact. Like, you can try to live it in if you want. It doesn't work over here. You'll just be gone. I don't care about the viewership like that to where I gotta be having all these. No, bro. Like, gone. Like, nigga said a fact isn't true. You just talking, bro. You gotta go about your business. You just on here to talk and be mad because your man got his pack busted. It's not my fault, blood. We don't care if you a Spanish guy. I don't care who you is. If your daddy never boxed, get up out of there, bro. You gonna get somebody hurt. And even when your dad boxed, depending on how good he was and how good his fundamentals was, it can affect your son's game. Period, point blank. Like, I literally see it all day. I see it all day. I don't care nothing about it. It just gives me more things to yap about on the tube. Y'all gonna be like, well, I fought, and I'm gonna be like, I told you. Let me do a background check. I'll be doing background checks on these Negroes. I'm gonna keep them background checks going. Shout out to my man Sharif Lawal. Why? My bad, y'all. Niggas is steady calling me, my nigga. No, it don't work like that. My bad, y'all. Niggas is steady calling me. Like, nigga, I was on this for years with you. You just trying to do it later. Like, nigga, you gotta get it on your own, nigga. Like, I gave everybody the juice. Now everybody calling me and trying, no, blood, cause ain't nobody. We're not doing that. Like, we listen. You have to learn when your energy is very important and who to give it out to. Like, you have to be not judge hastily. You could really throw yourself in a bind. Cuz was definitely drunk. Cortland Mook said Devin need to go to Sugar Hill or something. We said that. Like, Cuz was just talking. DS said, Chris, like Hamza said, the exceptions don't make the rule. Chris Smith, if your trainer hasn't boxed before, we already read that one. Like, I'm not really into trilogy fights. You do it right the first time, they're not coming back. Pause. And that's what I'm like, man. I don't have time to be going back and forth with somebody who really don't know the ins and outs of boxing. Hit my cash app because I don't have time for that. It's a very simple thing. It's not even hard to see what goes on in boxing and what's the norm. It's not at all. All you got to do is look at the landscape of the sport itself. It's that simple. Devin need all types of coaching. Well, what do you want? The door is unlocked. You're just making noise. Devin Haney needs all type of coaching. He ducked to work with Sandor because he knew it was another pack busting. It was another pack busting. And we knew it was going to happen. It wasn't even nothing to discuss. It wasn't nothing to discuss because he's not about to do anything. He's not mentally ready for Sandor, but he mentally ready. He ready. Dude said he was gonna get some work. Man, stop. Stop while you're ahead, buddy. Of course. You have to stop the capistrani. The man is not gonna do one thing in there off the simple fact that he knew he what the thing is he thought he was gonna beat Ryan. And then here's another thing. I see nobody wants to talk about that billionth of a gram. They don't want to talk about that. They do not want to talk about it. Yeah, Oscarine in the system. I said it's a billion. It was a billionth of a gram. Nobody takes a billionth of a gram. I know. That's why he's saying it was contaminated. That's why he's saying that. Nobody takes a billionth because he didn't take a billion. Nobody cycles on a billion. He didn't ever cycle. He's saying he never took it. So it had to be contaminated. And once it's been contaminated, how do you go back on it? That's why they check the levels. And when he checked the levels had no performance enhancing effects. He didn't want to talk about that. Man, he cheated. It had no performance enhancing effects. Everybody's going to say that. And that's why you got to be careful with what you're doing. Because everything ain't going to work in your favor. That's that toast. If Devin needs to work on his defense, Brian hit him with the best weapon, a left hook, not even 30 seconds into the fight. Listen, Devin is spiritually broken. His, his spirit was never activated or fixed. It was never fixed. This reminds me of Danny Garcia. Why are you depressed? Why? Because you know you ducking Bud. Somebody, you want to fight Laura. Man, sit down. Could have fought Bud. Shut up. Hey, man, you better go sit down. Fought Earl and got paid and ran from Bud. Listen, he don't even mention his name. Says, yeah, Michael, you never learned how to run track from somebody who never did it. That don't even make sense. But for Pacquiao, they used to would have claimed it was only a billion if he popped versus Floyd. Merriweather say people used EPO when I was competing. When they would get caught, it always a minute amount. Listen, if a billionth of a gram has no performing enhancing effects, what do you want me to do about it? That's the case. Why even test? That's what I'm saying. I know Garcia moved up to 154, but he was saying he wanted to get some work with Laura. For what? I don't know. Because now Bud is at 54 and Danny Garcia is quiet. Where is he? Where is he at? What he doing? Where he at? What is he doing? Where did he go? The man is nowhere to be found. Is he? Mayweather said they test because the agencies know the athletes had a one-time more the trace amounts they detected. So why didn't they just put the levels on there then? Why would you just test to see how much levels you had in your system? Like what you're saying, I don't get what you're saying. You know why? Because Victor Conti was saying how it really works, because he the one be doing it. Yeah, you do it like this. They do it like this, and then Bobby Light said Danny doing real estate. That he done. What's out? Man, Laura Bennett stopped him from running around trying to do that. That time is over with. You need to get that work with Bud, but he won't. See, this is why I knew niggas was tripping off that Earl work. When somebody weak, you just get in there, stop them, get them up out of there, bro. Ain't why even play? No, it's just time to get you up out of here, bro. You really not like that. Let's just get you gone. The thing be that they be like that and they be terrified. And that's why Danny Garcia not getting no work. He never even mentioned the man's name. I remember they was on Twitter trying to pass him back and forth like a thought. No, you fighting. No, you fighting. And Danny ain't doing nothing, but niggas be scared when it's time to get the real work. When it's time to get that work, niggas wanna retire. That's a fact. Man, Tiafimo can call out Bud all he want, but he better chill for he be done. He gotta chill. What he should do is go ahead and get his work. Ain't nobody even at 140. But Danny Garcia done. Like, he turned him into a real estate. And that's the thing. These guys don't be really trying to scrap. The 140 wasn't never really leaping until Tank and Tio was doing. So Burl Matias wasn't doing anything. Right. All that overhyping and that's dead. As soon as you get overhyped, you done. I said it. Put him in there with somebody. He got in there and got boxed up. Nigga couldn't even let his hands get the. He don't got no job. I kept telling people that, like, what is how's Sabrina? Sabrina Matias is a killer. I kept saying it. He gonna go to bed. Eventually, I know. So that mean Sabrina Matias was ass. Tell you one thing, Liam Perro stopped Devin Haney. Devin is finished, buddy. You got to really get your boxing skills together in this game. You can't be playing with it. You got to know how to eat, drink, sleep, walk. You can't be playing with it. And then they wonder why they get their packs busted. But hey, they got what they wanted. They wanted some money. They got some money. They took some punishment. They won't be getting any more money like that. He don't want that 1.5. He ain't trying to train for that. This is when you see, hey, he gonna hard work. He gonna come in shape. Now it's time to get back to the work, and you ain't mentally ready. Is because you was never mentally there. You was never mentally there, dog. You thought everything you thought because your size made a difference. That made no difference. You was basing everything on size and not skill. Then you got in there with a bigger man, and he busted your pack down like a filly. And now you understand that you can't play boxing. You cannot play it. You might think you can, but eventually somebody gonna bust them guts open and freak that mile. They're gonna freak the mile. They're gonna freak it. Low Nose Boxing says Liam Perro is decent. Devin Duck Sandor Sabril shouldn't have took that. Should have shouldn't have took that Teal offer and got stopped in the unification and got more money. That is a fact. Now he done. Trying to believe something. It was now nowhere near valid. Man, he killed somebody. Hey, bro, that was his time. Rest in peace, Maxim Dadashev. But he didn't have great head movement, and that's okay. And Buddy McGirt actually used to box. And it's really about your diet, dog. Listen, low. Devin that I never had a stop. Devin never had stop. That's what we was talking about. Devin never had stop because he had no stock in the amateurs. He wasn't one of the best amateurs. Why you think no promotional company wanted to work with him? Promotional company go after the top amateur kids. Devin wasn't one of those. They go to after the top amateur men. That's why Shushu is gonna be good because he already grown. He been in the Amis. Like he comfortable in there. Yeah, he'll mess around and stop Devin. He a Cuban if I'm not mistaken, or Dominican bull. Yeah, facts. Thought he was a Cuban for real. Yeah. Hey, you want to know the truth? Niggas didn't want to change their diet. That's what she took a fight like a year ago, but I haven't seen her do anything because when you about to change your diet and I tell you to do it, and I come to you and tell you to do it, and you don't change your diet, hell coming for you. Ask my man Low. I told him, stop eating the bullshit. Low, he right there. I said, blood, you just gotta let it go. You a Leo, you black. It don't work like that. I don't fuck if you think you Puerto Rican, Tayano, wherever, nigga. You a nigga. You damn near dark as me. You can't eat this shit. You can't wanna have a steak. You must come out of that emotional realm. It's your time to rise up. Raquel didn't want to do it. Niggas just, I don't, at this point in my world, a life without discipline on the highest level is not a life for me. And listen, about time I come around and tell you what it is and you don't listen, hell is coming. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you because it's happened one or two times. It happens all the time. Hey, blood, I wouldn't do that. Oh, okay. And listen, it happened to Errol. Then Devin hopped in my DM talking crazy. He got his pack busted. It's not worth battling with a vessel. an atom. See, that's the difference between Africa. One, you could be a vessel, and then you graduate to become an atom, atom, tum, atom. It actually means nothingness, like outer space, nothingness. And I is a character indefiniteness, and it's without limit. So that means the nothingness with this, which is without limit, which is space and time, and all of that. And when you really understand these things, you would just listen and plug in. You will just plug in. You're not gonna keep doing the boy BS. Cause you know I'm telling you the truth. You can feel it. It's heavy. You can tell how I'm saying it. Everything. You gotta chill out. You just gotta chill out. No, it's not. It's not. Keyshawn at 140 is not gonna be nice. He ain't that good for real. He okay. He's a good solid fighter. But he ain't really that sweet like that. I ain't seen no defense. I ain't seen none of that. So I don't know what's so nice about it. I can't say that. I don't. Keyshawn. I don't know if he was better than Frank in the amateurs, but cause I know he lost in the amateurs in the games and then tried to go back and just kept all of that. Um, Frank has more professional experience, so I will go with Frank, even at 140. Yeah, in the amateurs he might, but in the pros, mm-mm, because I'm gonna be watching Andy Cruz. He's liable to get his pack busted. I need to see his inside work. I need to see his inside work and see how good his fundamentals is, cause I see he be doing fake boxing moves. I seen him doing a move when somebody throw a jab and then he was left-handed, then he switched right-handed and caught their jab or something. He did something crazy. I'm like, oh, here we go, this fake boxing shit. Shane cracked Floyd with that one dooski, but Floyd adjusted and took away Ryan's. Floyd adjusted and took it away. Ryan clocked Devin and continued to do it. Dev's dad will never outsmart Floyd. I mean, that's common sense. That's just common sense. He's how he gonna outsmart something he never got the smarts in. When did he ever do something in no ring? Never. So why would that even be a question? It's not even a thought. Those are the type of things I don't even think about. Those are the things I don't even think about because it makes no sense to even think about them. for the simple fact that Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest boxers of all time, if not the greatest. And Bill Haney is not the greatest boxer of all time. He's never boxed. Don't even have to say anything bad about him or nothing. Just common sense at this point. You can either go with it or just be talking crazy. What are you looking at? So it's like you gotta just common sense. It's just commonly stated. What you like about Keyshawn Davis? What you like? What you like? What do you like about Keyshawn Davis? Or do you know he could box? Or you just got opinion? Cause I said I ain't seen no defense. What do you like? I don't think I seen that Nick Ball and Raymond Ford fight. I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. I'm gonna have to watch that. Raymond Ford lost. He probably need to go up and weight, but he probably don't know how to cut weight. I'm gonna have to watch it. How did he win? I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah, when I be watching the fights, I could tell you after a couple rounds what's gonna be going on because it's a template that all great fighters do. You said that was Raymond Ford was landing good shots out of the shell. He was in the shell catch, and I'm gonna watch it and see. I'm gonna watch it and see. And I know what it looks like when a 5-5 dude wins. That was not the case. Yeah, I'm gonna just watch it and see who was landing and moving and controlling and landing accurate Jones. It's very important. I'll watch it because Raymond is pretty good in there. Yeah, Raymond is pretty good in there, buddies. Have little burpees. Yeah. Yeah, we had to get on this live, man, because folks is just be talking crazy. I just be breaking it down and telling you how it works. Had a billionth of a gram. It says they left it all in the ring. Yeah, he did. Quiz got the best adjustments. WC13 Philly 215 say, yo, Troy, you must have been around Philly niggas before. I hear your lingo. Salute. Niggas have no idea. I've been all in through Philly, all through the parts, sparring. They all on my Instagram. I've been all through there. In the north by Temple University, in the north in Frankfurt, in the boxing gyms getting work. Been all through Philly. One time with my homie, little bro Bobby. All through there. Getting some work. Man, no, Jake Paul put him to bed. He big. Pause. Said pressure was getting to Ford. Good scrap. I'm gonna watch it and see what was going on in that Raymond Ford fight. See what he was looking like. Cause I'm gonna tell you, cause I have no horse in the race, so I'm just gonna let you know how they were looking in there. But I'll tell you one thing: some of them Philly cats on that boxing, they be just don't nobody be boxing. Everybody be fake boxing. Everybody be fake boxing. You gotta really get down to them fundies. When Logan fired on Floyd, being as big as he is, showed you the eliminate size skill. Most definitely love watching Floyd walk down Connor and bust his pack. Another forward defensive masterclass. Yeah, it's just I don't even be I can't even I'll be watching older Floyd fights. Boots fighting in that 76 arena. Who is he fighting though? Like, oh my God. He fight more dead bodies. He beat some decent people at 147. But man, he gonna be another one of them ones that people gonna be surprised when he finally get his pack busted. Yeah, I already know. Listen, I wanna see him fight Jamal James. Listen, Virgil at 154, Boots ain't trying to come up there. He not trying to come up there with Ortiz. Uh, Virgil Ortiz is at 54 ski. Boots is not coming up there. Not doing it. Something about that guy I can't trust. Something about him I can't trust. and his fundamentals is trash. Them fundamentals is trash. You still be slapping too. You don't want undisputed at welterweight. Them fundamentals. He got to get his fundamentals together because he is not going up to 54. He ain't fought nobody at 47. They all dead bodies. I would like to see him as Stanionis. Yeah, we don't even do opinions on there. I'm talking about his technical skill. It's lacking. And how he delivers punches and how he defends them. His chin be in the air. He's really not a power puncher. He throw about 60 around. He throw a lot of punches. He's fast and he's athletic, but he's not going to 54. He refuses. He went all the way over to the zone. And nobody trying to scrap with him. No, you're going to have to really get some work, Boots. Got to fight one of these champions. One of these interim guys. You might have to go up to 54. But he's scared. Something I can't trust about that guy. Something I can't trust about him. He's moving a little Triple G-ish, if you ask me. All they talk about is who he could stop, but he ain't even getting no work. Listen, he go up to 54, there's plenty of work to get. I'm done working. I'm done working. Listen, he has work to get at 154 because everybody want him to go up there. Stop licking. Pause. Or he can get the work at 47, the other champion. And Triple G was ducking all types of work. The Boo Boo, the Charlos. Like, he was weak. Back up, back up. I knew he was weak because he was fighting old folks. His resume was garbage for real. Triple G wasn't fighting nobody. He definitely wasn't getting in there with nobody. Watch out! He definitely wasn't getting in there with nobody who was bigger and black. Like he was. I don't know if he was terrified of him or what. Them Charlos and Boo Boo was on him. He was not giving them work. He wasn't giving them work. Then he got his Canelos and got up out of there. I have to see McDonald's little brother. I have to see what he looking like. I've been hearing about him, but I'm gonna see what he looking like. And we about to get off of here though. About to take a little break. I just take a break. We'll come back later. We're just chilling. But yeah, man, we gotta stop this delusion out here, man. People don't even be having brands. It be fake. Listen, I'm in Hotep. Know that God neither punishes, rewards, or protects. It left you with the comfort of controlling these yourselves. It's a fact. I'm in Hotep.